Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Gardner Minshew and the Cleveland Browns versus Cam Newton and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in Week 2. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They are led out by their quarterback in his second season from Washington State, a former 6th-round pick in Gardner Minshew.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork. Always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries, 62 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun is Minshew. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
They've got good playmakers up.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, let's see what he can do. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Play action. It's Newton. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 16 yards, a 1st down for Deshaun Jackson. That's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield. It's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Here's Mostert. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Newton on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Browns 3, Bengals 0.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he rifles one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now 1st down. Now Minshew. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Minshew give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Minshew. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That sack by Khalil Mack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Minshew sets to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Browns 3, Bengals 0.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Newton. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Off play action, it's Minshew.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now, second quarter, you're losing, you're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, they'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
A loss of 7.
Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here again comes Gardner Minshew. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The pass to Brown as he holds it in and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, I think we got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to seal.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This is Mixon on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bengals 41.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
For a Cleveland.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Miller. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's caught by Jackson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Intended for Raheem Mostert. Brings up 4th down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Then, later in the afternoon, we highlight that game going on in Houston, where it'll be the Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Browns' 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Complete to A.J. Green. 1st and goal.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green. And at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal. Newton forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Cam Newton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Minshew. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun is Minshew. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Mixon with it. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Blankenship's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Browns 13. Bengals 10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 29.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Newton to throw. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6-yard line.
From the 36, Newton. Jackson's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Now Newton on 1st down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 39, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6 yards picked up. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
26-yard attempt.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
J.J. Watt.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, it's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The 11-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Newton rolling to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
8-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Pass. Complete.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bengals
From the gun. Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a punt. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Newton's pass.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
45 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Minshew sets to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he fends him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
There's Geno Atkins applying the pressure again from his defensive tackle position. I know a lot of people talked about the down year he had in 2019 with only 4.5 sacks. That was his lowest sack total since 2014. But the respect he gets around the league, he hasn't missed a Pro Bowl in his last 6 seasons. Remember, he gets doubled and tripled on almost every snap.
Here's Minshew. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The ball carrier. He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Browns down on the scoreboard. 65 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right, and when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
He'll find Miller. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals...
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Matthew Stafford and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Cam Newton and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Deshaun Jackson.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots. The big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Newton. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. It's a jet sweep. Sanders, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Tackle made. Right.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 7. From the 50, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 94 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Newton. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down by William Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 17, Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. He'll buy some time right. And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
Stafford's back.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton and Waller taking it in over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He finds, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
These two teams all tied after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
2nd and 5.
Here's Stafford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of Pascal. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Third and 2, Stafford. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
On the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Rolling to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, it's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, this one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Newton on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Play action. It's Newton. That's caught by Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Pass. Complete to Raheem Mostert.
Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
9-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Bengals 10, Eagles 7.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job, because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
First and 10. At their own.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Rudolph has it left side. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Eric Berry there defensively.
Stafford looks to throw again. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Texans who are out in front. The veteran Drew Brees with a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown pass there for Case Keenum. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
One of the best around, Big Geno Atkins there on the stop, an 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Carl Joseph. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on third down, Newton. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And out and out come the Eagles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. That's caught by Hollister. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down. Stafford, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
The Bengals take over first.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often.
And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
That's it.
Here's Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Bengals take over first.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agree with me. That's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton got a man. He finds Sanders.
Complete to Emmanuel.
A nice
Sanders.
1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Newton. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford, he's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the Bengals' 44-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing again. Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
31-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Eagles 13.
So an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On on the ground. It's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Sanders has it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they want to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off-play action, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On first down, Newton stepping up. He'll try and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Eagle. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now, and so get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Newton. And now he's going to use his legs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down. And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. That's caught by Jackson.
Newton's pass. Complete to Deshaun.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Newton on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing again is Newton. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton throwing again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deshaun Hand. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun snap for Newton. Jackson's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Bengals on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Newton out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brought down at the 1-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they're getting with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now it's Stafford. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Second and 11 now. Now a run with McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.